feels good. Anyway, so what we got going on right now is we're going to pull down here and hook the belly dump up to go get a load of rock. Just some 1-inch road base type rock to put in front of the commodity barn where I got that big old ditch. Over the last year or so, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and then after all this rain, it's definitely gotten a lot bigger, and it's just kind of annoying. It's just where the gravel and the concrete meet each other. So we're gonna get this belly dump hooked up. Me, my dad, and my younger brother all have our CDLs. I probably won't be going to get the load of rock because I have to stay here at the dairy. Probably will end up sending my younger brother to get it. But hopefully in the morning he's going to get a load of rock. Hopefully we line up because the guy, a friend of ours borrowed this belly dump and just dropped it off today. And he had a real badass Peterbilt. So hopefully he didn't leave it too high. It's gonna be close. Nope, too high. Well, I'm gonna come down a little. Alright, yeah, I got it picked up good and solid. I ain't worried about it slipping off. I need to come down like 3 inches. So either best bet would be dig out those blocks. I think we picked it up a couple inches. There's a block underneath there. So I need to be about 5 inches. That's only like 3 or 4. Should be enough. That should be good enough. Can't remember what happened one time. It may have been hooked up to this truck, and we switched over to that truck, and my younger brother backed in and hopped it over the fifth wheel. That's no fun. That's why I had a good idea, because I saw that truck that Peter built, and it was a pretty badass truck. So, and I knew I was actually standing over here when he unhooked it, and he left it a little high. And so like it didn't drop off none when he pulled out. So that's why I backed up easy. So I didn't want to jump the fifth wheel. Obviously had to go get the loader to pick up on it. Had to dig some out underneath the blocks that I put in earlier today. Had to dig out on those blocks, and it looks like we're about perfect now. So I'm gonna jump in the truck and hook it up now. Maybe you've never driven a truck before. These are called glad hands. And you got matching glad hand right here. So they put them together. Line them up like that. Turn them. And then they line up. They're called glad hands. If you've driven a truck before, just ignore me. So there's belly dump. It's hollow in here. There's your fifth wheel. But it's hollow in here, but it's extremely heavy out front. So, and that's not very much of a footing for landing gear. And it'll sink, especially in the soft ground. So that's part of the issue a while ago. We're trying to hook it up. Well, I guess I should rephrase that. The issue earlier was that it was too high, not because it sunk. But when we unhooked it from that one truck, I told the guy to leave it a little high so that when it did sink some, we wouldn't have to come pick it up. But obviously it was only unhooked for like 6 hours, so it didn't have time to sink. And yeah, so probably if we would have unhooked it normal, it would have been fine. I can't remember what I really said coming from behind my dad's house to the dairy barn, but the plan is tomorrow probably send my younger brother to get a load of rock to put in front of the commodity barn. So we're going to go ahead and hook the belly dump up, which we did already. Now we just got to drive it out and park it, and that way it's ready for him to go in the morning. The next thing to do for this would be the 6410 that we just got the rear cylinder on. That carries the Kel-Tec. We'll get the box scraper on the back of it, and then that way you can level off the load of rock. The little bulldozer is right behind the feed lane, but it'd be easier to do it with the wheel loader and the bucket and scraper on the back of that 6410. So eventually we'll get to that scraper. Thing looks good. Maybe you've never seen a belly dump. Maybe you've seen them driving down the road, but you don't know how they work. And then, like with the old '94 Freightliner that we have a switch in the cab where we can open and close the door in the cab. On this truck, we don't, so you have to do it manually. So the door's open like that, then you would be driving forward and unload your load. So without the switch in the cab, you're gonna have to have two people, somebody walking beside the trailer and somebody driving, and you want to be you want to have momentum when you're starting to unload, or you'll get stuck on your pile of dirt or rock or whatever. Alright, so basically that's what you call a belly dump, is it's right there at the belly. So we'll get back to what we were working on, and then we'll get that scraper hooked up here in a little while. Just a quick update on the 6410s. The other cylinder's back, ready to go. All I got left to do is put the hose on, and then this will be done. We just happen to have the other one parked right here, so it's been getting used the whole time. You can see it's all dry. Everything looks good. The other one's still good. So yeah, I think it was all the same thing. 138 bucks. So we got the 6410 that we just fixed the cylinder on. The latest one, the last one. But so now we're gonna hook the box scraper up. It's been a while since it's been hooked up. So, yeah, I think I got everything I need. Just need to back up and hook it up. Charging her back upstairs? Go forward just a little bit. Just suck it back this way. That. A little more. That's good. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna pull over the truck and flush them out. Thanks. Alright, just pulled it back over here where I had the truck. And W40. Oh man. Clear it right. Grease all over it. This coupler is just full of bugs and dirt and whatever else. Okay, that was easy. Those hydraulic hoses are for hydraulic hose lines are for the rippers. This thing's got rippers on it. Just to drop it down and flip them up. Anyway, all you know, it's probably maybe an 8-foot box scraper. That's all it is. Pretty simple. Still a lot of daylight, but it's already 6:45. Still gotta walk over there and get the wheel loader and put it up. Yeah, so everything worked out with them calling this morning and saying they got the cylinder done. So both 6410s are good to go now. Got the scraper hooked up. All we got to do now is unhook the Kel-Tec. If we do end up getting a load of rock in the morning or tomorrow, unhooking the Kel-Tec, putting the bucket on, and then we can use this to drag and smooth and level it all up. We can use the wheel loader to do any of the, shouldn't have to move it around, should be able to just pull right up there and dump it right in the ditch almost, or the dip. I call it the dip. So right now I'm just gonna go park the wheel loader back where it goes so it's ready to go in the morning. I left this here when I picked up the belly dump, so I just gotta pull it back over to the commodity barn and park it. With that being said, thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.